DJ Tricey Trice in the building, let's post up. Yeah. DJ Tricey Trice in the building, let's post up. Yeah. DJ Tricey Trice in the building, let's post up.
Post up, post up. Yeah, she running her mouth. Post up. Talking stats, no doubt. From the court to the coach. If it's sports, let it go. Yeah, we post up. Post up, no stop. Post up.
Opinions loud, say it straight, no delay. From kickoff to tip-off, breaking down plays, no filter, no cap. Yeah, she bring that heat. If you love the game, pull up a seat. Let's go!
DJ Tricey Trice, welcome to the Post Up.
Welcome back to a brand new episode of the Post Up. You already know me. I go by the name of DJ Tricey Trice, and I stay posted up right here, running my mouth about sports. The end of Unrivaled has just left us with a hangover, y'all. I mean, we were riding the high horse all February at the end of January, going game for game, having these high-stakes basketball games 3 times a week. And not that we're not having that now, because March Madness is starting to begin. Selection Sunday is coming up this upcoming Sunday. We just had all of the conference tournaments. But I ain't gonna lie, it feels a little bit different to not have the Unrivaled crew be with me every single week in my live streams. If you have not been tapped into my live streams, it's a good time. Follow me on Twitch, follow me on YouTube. I usually stream both of those on all of my live streams on those 2 platforms is what I'm trying to say. I gave away a Flau'jae card if you missed out. I gave away a Michaela Blake's card. Just so you see that. The reason I said Brooks is because I was looking at Audie Crooks, y'all. I gave away an Audie Crooks card. I'm giving away some AZ FUD cards during March Madness. So I just want you to stay tapped in with me on the live stream tip. Also, go to my YouTube community. If you leave me 5 stars on the podcast, you are automatically entered to win. Make sure you DM me a picture of your review so that we can get you on there. But y'all, it has been a good time. I've been talking to people, 500-600 people at a time, just in the chat. It's been wonderful. But I didn't forget about my podcast crew. Thanks for all of y'all who continue to listen to me in audio and watch on YouTube, all the things. So I just wanted to start off the episode saying thank you. And I feel a little bit hungover because I miss you. All right? But I wanted to talk about Unrivaled this episode and just how everything ended. This is the Unrivaled finale episode. Since we're a week out, all of the dust has settled. We know how things went. Enrique done got arrested. We'll talk about that as well. But the Mists are our champions. The Mists are our champions, even though we don't like that, and Breanna Stewart is now one of my forever ops. The Mists are the champions. We are happy for Alicia Gray. We are happy for Arike Agumbawale. Veronica Burton, who also got the Olympic nod. She'll be playing in the Olympic tournament. So make sure you tap in with me on that as well. We are happy that the Mists won in general, but I'm not going to lie. I was hoping that the Phantom could pull it off. We wanted Kelsey Plum, Tip Hayes, who ended up costing the team a lot of fouls at the end of the game. She was just pretty upset, but we wanted that crew who had been grinding. Coach Ronika had just got them up there. A lot of people didn't believe in them. They were doing their thing, but really what ultimately cost the Ghost Gang the final game was the fact that Aaliyah Boston wasn't in that lineup. Aaliyah Boston hurt one of her lower extremities. We don't know what that is, but she hurt herself in Unrivaled and now has limited play. She didn't play in those last 2 games leading up to the championship. And that really hurt because Aaliyah Boston was one of the leaders. Her and Kelsey Plum doing their thing together. That pick and roll was the plan. Kiki Iriafen filled in really, really well, but ultimately it just wasn't enough to win in that game where the Mists scored 80 over the Phantoms 74. Let's go over the bracket. The box score for that game. Kelsey Plum dropped 40 points and the team still lost. Let's talk about how KP has been a leader. Leader. I loved seeing KP in Unrivaled, and it's only getting me more excited about the upcoming Spark season because KP been leading that team, y'all. 40 points. Kiki Iriafen had 11 rebounds. KP led the team with 5 assists. Breanna Stewart ended up going on a tear for the game. She scored 32 points. Elena Smith had 6 rebounds. Veronica Burton had 5 assists. What ended up happening was the Mist ended up shooting better from the field, which and a little bit better from three, which made a difference. But they shot 100% of their free throws. Phantom 85%. Getting to the line is a big deal. The assists were right in there with each other. Let me look at these turnovers. The Phantom had 10 turnovers and 16 fouls. 10 turnovers and 16 fouls. So when you play like that, you get yourself in a predicament where now you're fouling, you're not getting to the line, or if you are getting to the line, you aren't as efficiently playing as you need to. So that's where we were at in that game and how the Mist actually took over to win that championship. Now, Enrique did get arrested after the celebration party, but first of all, we don't have enough about the story. We're not going to judge Enrique. This is just me and what I'm saying on my opinion of what I think about the whole thing. First of all, it was the girl's birthday. She went off on the game. They went out to the club. They were celebrating. From what the report said, it looks like there was an altercation inside of the club and security was escorting her out. And then that's when she got into an altercation with security and punched him and knocked this man out. What I will say is I read what the club said in response, and they didn't take up for the employee at all. So there might be much more to the story that we don't know about. Do I think people deserve to be hit? No. But do I think this might have been a chance situation where she was defending herself? Absolutely. Absolutely. I think we would need to hit more. What I think is going to happen, I think the charges are going to be dropped. All of this stuff is allegedly. I'm saying the word allegedly 1,000 times. I think the charges are going to be dropped and they just going to chalk it up to the game. I'm sure that's not the craziest thing that happened at a Miami nightclub that night. Sorry that man got hit. So sorry that man got hit. But even his job was like, hey, we looking forward to hosting the next championship. We love hosting champions. And if you win anything, we would love for you to come through the club. So that's just how I feel about the whole Enrique situation. I was most hurt by, at the end of Unrivaled, that the Breeze couldn't get at least to that championship game, man. The Breeze and the Mist, that game really just shocked and hurt me. The Mist won. I wanted to upset in that one. And then the Phantom versus Vinyl, of course, you wanted Vinyl to play better, but they waited until the end of the season to even make it to the playoffs and then have that big upset against the Laces. I'm sure the Laces were pissed, but it was 82-69. Vinyl put BTA on the Laces. BTA, for the Laces to be playing all that good, Slim to be having the games that she was having, Jackie Young to be having them games that she had. The Mist was like, whoo, and then even the Rose. The Breeze beat the Rose. When I say BTA, that day on that first round of the playoffs, those two upsets kind of set the tone. I was expecting the Unrivaled championship to be just as crazy, but to do all of that upsetting, to only get to the number 1 and number 2 seeds to be competing, okay, all right. Again, I became a Stewie hater during this Unrivaled season. Season 2 of Unrivaled made me a Breonna Stewart hater. I didn't like how the game was in Brooklyn, and then all of a sudden the Breeze wasn't playing right. I already feel like she be a foul merchant and she be doing all the things that be pissing me off during the games. But that's just me. So we gonna clap for the Mist, Lee Yaroo. Who else was on that team? Hold on one second. Let me shout out everybody who was on that team and not just the people who was scoring. Let's go to the official box score. Veronica Burton, Alicia Gray, Breonna Stewart, Enrique Agumbawale, Elena Smith, and Lee Yaroo. Lee Yaroo didn't play, but she's still on the championship team. She still get that ring. And then another thing was the Phantom had those injuries and had to have 2 players from the reserves. Isaiah James came out in the last game. She didn't score anything, but the game before she helped. They also had Michaela Timpson. She had some points that game before, but didn't play in the second game. Natasha Cloud only had 9 points. That really hurt the team, shooting 3 for 12. Kiki Iriafin had 13 points. Tip Hayes had 12 points. But Tip Hayes fouled out on the day that we would need her the most, and then Tasha really couldn't get the job done. 2 turnovers. Kiki Iriafin had 4 turnovers. It just wasn't a complete game for the Phantom, but I had a great time watching Unrivaled. Let me know in the comments who your favorite team was, what your favorite moment was from Unrivaled, and what are we expecting from season 3 now that we know AZ Fudd and other players who are Unrivaled and coming out of that draft will be playing in the tournament. Who would you like to see cut? You know, we talked a lot about Rachel Banham not making an appearance in the next Unrivaled, as well as like some Beck Allen and some players who really didn't show up. Stud Buds, how did you feel that they performed as well? They had some moments, some glimmers of great things, but we just expected them to dominate a little bit more. All in all, this has really made the beginning of my year. I'm ready to go into WNBA season, CBA, FIBA. I'm ready to watch the March Madness, the end of the NBA season. I'm overall refreshed. I think Unrivaled did a really, really great job of just putting together a production that we all wanted to see, that we were all excited about. The schedules were kind of crazy, but I think they figured it out once it got closer to the end. But man, what a time. I'm glad they got to get out to Philly. They got out to Brooklyn. I want to see where Unrivaled is going next. So big shouts out to everyone on the Unrivaled crew. Who's leading the charge, who's planning, who's doing the things, and leading fan engagement. Y'all had us locked in. We were locked in, twins. So we want to see much more of that. Let me know again in the comments what you thought about that. But make sure you follow my next live stream series. That is going to be about the World Cup, FIBA World Cup. We're going to be all over that, covering it. We also are going to be doing March Madness. I'm doing a special stream on Sunday for Selection Sunday. It's already scheduled in my YouTube if you're watching in video. For the audio folks, I will do a podcast specifically for you on that. So thank you so much for tuning in to that. If you don't follow me on social media, make sure you do. I'm there. You talk about numbers going up, my social media. So follow me at DJ Tricey Trice. That's at DJ TRICEY. Until then, I'll be posted up right here, running my mouth about sports. All right, that's a wrap on the post up. I ran my mouth, said what I said, and now it's your turn. Drop a comment, share it, and come back tomorrow, because I'm not done talking. And make sure you follow me on social media at DJ Tricey Trice. That's at DJ TRICEY. I'll be posted up here, y'all.